Let's romance this chicken man. You're right. Okay. New game. Tell us your name. Before we get started, tell us your name. They really got the aesthetic so good. Giwi! Confirm. Oh, yeah. Tell me if this is too loud, by the way, because now it's, like, loud for me. I'm awake. Good morning, Mocha. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. I think this might be too loud. Sounds good? Okay. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. This is loud. Shut up. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. I'm turning this fucking down. It's so loud. Fuck off. Okay. No way. Wokage. Smack that clock. Up and at him. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. No way. No way. Dude, no. Hey, Ross. I'm playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that's like an official
Yeah,
KFC
it's
game.
published by KFC.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Why are you playing that now? Just decided to play KFC
Well,
game?
no, see, the stream for something happened after Monkey Monday, and we started determining the sexualities of all of the fast food mascots, and now we're playing the dating sim game for Colonel Sanders. So.
All right.
Yeah. Don't get jealous now.
Sure.
Does not care. Dude, you slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Let's try that again. Hi, how is everyone? Welcome in, Delta. You sleep softly as a morning sun, blah, 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 blah. Who are these guys? Who are these men? Okay, I like this poster. This chicken poster. We wake up and we smack that clock up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School and an Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. Giwi, I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. This is a chicken jockey moment. It really is. You bust through your morning checklist, teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out of the door, and head off to class. I think I need to be well, that's fine. If I'm blocking the thing, I can just read it to you. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. I agree. I like the KFC biscuits. They're yummy. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Oh my god, hi Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Giwi! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she's got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller that had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with a fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring a handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Stay away from him, Miriam. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Okay. Can you believe I cut them myself? Ooh, yeah. Okay. You gotta do the basics, never stray. The double down path is evil. The double down path? Giwi, why we're not streaming for a long time? Wait, what? Wait, okay. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil. But you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Oh no. Ashley is my type. Wait, she kinda looked like me a little bit. Uh-oh. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there. Chicken shins. You leave Giwi's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know that for a fact she's actually Ashley, although she had to add an extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they are rockin' glutes. Ahem, Van. Holy shit. You rang? This is crazy. Dude, he looks like a JoJo character. What is up? His belt is massive. Oh, I'm in the way. Here, look. His belt is massive. Okay. There's nowhere for me to be that's not, like, blocking the screen. I'll move down a little bit. I'll move down, like, a little. There. Why are they both hot? I don't know. They kind of look similar, but, like, Ashley, she looking kind of fine, though. I can't stay mad at her. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Make yourself mini Giwi. I might have to become a little small so we can enjoy. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window next to it. Who the fuck is this? Pop. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Is this one of the brothers? This is not Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Is this Pop's son? Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hey Pop, I'm Giwi, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? Says Miriam. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. What the okay. Who this corgi? A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Not now. Quiet down. That's Sprinkles, by the way. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect, woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. I had a fat weenie dog named Sprinkles as a kiddo? No way. That's based, and also he's in this game. Let's go. Well, this is a corgi, but they're kind of weenie-esque, I suppose. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Pop, I am chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Wow. Hold on. Sorry, hold on one second. Wow! Okay. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Wawa Weewa is right. It's him! It's... Sprinkles. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland... Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Harland. Please call me Colonel. Wow. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Ashley. And this over here must be Sweaty, sweats a lot. Van says, maybe we should open that window back before the faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. I put on my sweat toggle, just FYI. He kind of gives Satoru Gojo vibes, not gonna lie. No. How much, he kind of does though. How much was Sanders set back to still be in school? I don't know, dude. Maybe he's like Edward Cullen or like a vampire. Like he's been in school forever, you know? Miriam. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with your really weird insults? Besides, when Giwi sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer, dude. I think me and Miriam have I think there might be something between me and Miriam. She thinks my sweat is beautiful. Take a moment to clean yourself up. Okay. Okay. Good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Okay. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for learning the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks. Okay. And complete the broom cooking compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Who's this? Student. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone has had a good summer. I really miss Sprinkles. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Who is this student? Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? I'm... Sprinkles. You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Obviously brown noser. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clark made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring to, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzz, holy shit, he's sexy though. Damn. Can I date them all? The class bursts into laughter. Oh my god, he's cute as fuck. Oh, Clark. Oh, Clank. You rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Uh-oh. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Chicken snap, rubber ball, or rubber ball or beef treat? Well, this is a Colonel Sanders game, so he wants a chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but you pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. True. This is such a self-indulgent game. Tell me about it. Who is the balding old guy on the wall? You know, I don't know who that is. Does anyone know who that is? Because I actually don't know. I actually do not know who that is. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite treats, you are left standing in front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Giwi, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. No! I know it's a Colonel Sanders dating game, but like... I'd rather sit next to Miriam, but... I don't know. Guys, what do I do? What do I do? You can't betray your best friend. It's John Kentucky, owner of Kentucky. Oh, but he owns Kentucky. Miriam all the way. Guys, we have to... I'm sorry, but... I'm more interested in Miriam, but I think I have to sit by Colonel Sanders. It's the Colonel Sanders dating sim, I'm afraid to say. You moved. Also, I just think that it'll be funnier. You moved to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, he prefers upright posture. Wait, his perfect upright posture shows off his seriousness and makes you confident in his desire to learn. Miriam will remember that. Thanks for offering me a seat. Holy shit. I think I gotta move over here. I gotta move over here because Colonel Sanders is over there. Okay. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me? This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. Sorry, Giwi, but now due to the butterfly effect, you've now killed 37 people. And I stand by it, and I would kill more. A train is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A. How important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. I'm kissing ass. I'm kissing ass. I gotta move back to the other side. I'm still blocking too much of the fucking screen, though. I don't know what to do. I need to become small. This is fine. Meh? Come on, don't say that. That's right. Forest is a tree as chicken is to night vision goggles, a slam dunk. Let's kiss ass, feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensils ever created? A spork, comically oversized fork, or a meat tenderizer? Fuck. He did mention sporks before, and I think KFC gives you a spork with the food, so we're saying spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Yo, Hacker! Hello, Hacker! Welcome in. Hi, Hacker! What's up, Hacker? Damn, you were streaming late, too. Welcome in. Hello. We're playing Colonel Sanders' dating game. Welcome in. Hacker, I hope you had a wonderful stream. Yeah, and my internet went down too. No! I'm so sorry. Apparently mine did too for a brief amount of time. My internet crashed sometime in the middle of my stream, sadly. Shit's been weird today. I don't know. It's been weird. But I hope you had a wonderful stream besides that happening. I hope it was otherwise good, but I'm sorry your internet went down. That sucks. That is actually the worst. But Hacker, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, and I hope other than that, the stream was fun. Welcome in, Raiders. We are playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. And you don't want to know what we were doing before this. Welcome in. It was a fun time. Okay, I'm glad. A lot of websites seem to be having problems as of this last hour. It's been fucking weird. It's been really weird. Either way, Hacker, thank you for raid. I hope you sleep well. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'll take care of your chat, and I'm gonna make them date Colonel Sanders, the chicken guy. What's the best for a broken heart? I think food prepared with love. Food prepared with love for sure. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches culinary school. He's the best boy. That's right. Perfect score. 5 out of freaking 5. What's happening? My Twitch is working out as we speak. I don't know. Twitch has been crazy tonight. I don't know what's up. It's actually been messed up. Hopefully the servers are okay. Your total score is 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? No! You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Oh la la. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Giwi, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Dude, he's all about it. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Who is this freak? Student. Everyone, can I have your attention? Pop. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Suddenly I want KFC at 5 a.m. Well, that's the whole point of this entire dating sim. It is literally a big KFC commercial. This stream should have been sponsored. This stream should have been sponsored by one of the brands that I talked about tonight, I think. Student, hey, Colonel Sanders. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Everyone stands up and claps. But Miriam says, shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, shh. Dude, everyone hates this fucking guy. It's awesome. Colonel Sanders. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? This reminds me of, fuck, what's that anime? I watched it all and I don't remember. What's the cooking anime where all their clothes fly off when the food is really yummy? Miriam has the vibes of that hyperactive girl from Kill la Kill. I thought the exact same thing, Rushed. Food Wars. Yeah, this is like Food Wars, but not as horny because KFC wouldn't probably want to sponsor that. But they should, but they didn't. But they should. Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head containing a glimmer. Wait, its contents glimmer in the light. Look at that steam. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Horny for chicken? Sign me up. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! Colonel Sanders, for years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. KFC lore? Well, everyone knows about the 11 herbs and spices. They're secret. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Van says, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see that, Zinger. Ashley is prepared to follow up. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sam. Whore! Stay away from him! He's mine! To Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Hussy! Van Van says, oh, please. Colonel Sanders says, well, Van Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take this, I say. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. She is so hot, though. I don't know. I'm kind of into Ashley. I think I could fix her personally. I think that she's looking love in all the wrong places, but what can I do? She's my rival. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates. Dig in, my fellow classmates. We are the same here, Giwi. From enemies to lovers. I'm just more of a rivals to lovers guy, you know? Than like Colonel Sanders to lovers guy. Does that make sense? I could roommate her. I could! You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of the bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Wow, that's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' foods transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. This is so crazy. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor, savor the moment, and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. His heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? Rapturing. I think I did just get raptured. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Well, it's 11 or it's a secret, you dumb bitch, I say to myself. It's a fucking secret. Why would I ask that? I would never ask that of the Colonel. Haha, how bold to come out and ask. Holy shit. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me a fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Where's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got some moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. What does it say? I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Chat, what do we think? What do we think that word is? Salt? Dave said, MSG, maybe? Chat, can we get some guesses as to what we think the Colonel is saying? Paprika? Paprika? I too love the secret ingredient sensor bar. Red 40, LSD, come? What? Oh, hi, Ross.
What's up? We're living through a little bit of a historic internet moment right now.
Yeah,
apparently.
wait, what's happening?
4chan got deleted.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it got hacked.
It got hacked?
Yeah, and apparently all the janitors, like the mods, a bunch of them have .gov emails attached to their accounts.
What?
Yeah.
The government? It's the
Dot
government?
.edu and .gov.
EDU?
They're doxing every single moderator or janitor on 4chan right now.
Oh my
The
god.
entire source code is leaked.
Is
It
that
literally
why the
happened
internet's
over
been
past hour.
fucked up and screwy tonight?
Well, at the Cloudflare, a lot of people think it was an exploit through Cloudflare by finding I was reading some threads about it. People are saying like they might have found this source IP, something. I don't know. It's beyond me. I don't really understand it. I'm just kind of reading the news about it right now.
Wait, is it happening like within the last hour?
Last few hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently 4chan's gone. They brought back an old board and it's gone apparently. I haven't looked.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna go to a compromised website.
I would not recommend that.
Yeah.
I would not recommend that. I mean, there have been like weird internet stuff. Hackers' internet went down. My internet went down for a bit.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's been weird tonight. I don't know.
Is that why your stream restarted?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I think stuff's gonna come to light because it's just interesting. I don't know. I find it very funny that some of the janitors have .gov emails attached to their accounts.
Like the
And
mods.
apparently all their chats are getting leaked too. So like all the including like they're finding out that people were banned for like personal reasons and
Well,
like all this like.
I think
you can
that's
see
a-
the documentation.
That's
and
a
stuff.
given, I think.
But
on a
it
website
looks like it's
that.
gonna be a pretty interesting day as all the stuff comes out. But yeah, apparently it's just because they're using old PHP code.
Oh my god, that's
Got compromised.
crazy.
But yeah, T. Yeah.
Jesus,
I
that's
thought you might-
gossip.
Yeah, that's kind of huge.
That's
It's like
huge gossip.
yeah, huge goss. I might go to bed soon because I think I'm hitting the wall. I've been working all night, but I'm super tired.
I think I'm gonna finish up this. I think this is like a 3-day dating sim. I'm probably gonna finish it up and go to bed as well.
Yeah, no rush.
Just because I've been streaming for like 10 hours plus, so.
You're all good.
But yeah, dude, that's crazy though. Holy shit. 4chan got leaked? I don't know, I guess. I left to eat dinner, what happened? I guess the internet hacker known as 4chan has been hacked. I guess it's been compromised and they're like, I don't know. First I'm hearing about it, obviously, because I have been streaming, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. I'm sure there's all like, okay, that website's been around since like the beginning of the internet, or like I remember first seeing it like a long time ago, and it's changed a lot over the years. It's, you know, still yucky, but it used to, like, I feel like there used to be a lot of illicit content on there. Now I think it's more moderated than it used to be. It used to be like a lawless land, also run by people that abandoned it because it like got out of control, right? From what I don't remember. I watched a documentary on it once, and like the original mods and stuff, but like oh my god, Ross, thank you for the tier 1 for 28 months. Thank you, Ross, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's I don't really know what it's like these days, but I think it's still bad. It was still bad when I was a teen in like 2014. Yeah, I just think it's different bad these days. I feel like it's like utility and culture has changed a lot in the last decade or so. We met one of the original mods, didn't we, at the AX party? Yes, yeah, we did meet an original mod that was also like mentioned in a documentary we watched. But that was like, again, from a time before it was the way that it was. It was like, you know, I don't know. I don't remember who it was, Ross, but I do remember meeting them and being like, your name? Yeah, I do remember that. They told us that. I can't remember who, though. It wasn't Moot, but Moot was the original owner, right? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure that there's crazy shit that's in the logs there between the mods and stuff, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, though. Well, interesting, I guess. But also, I wonder what's going on with the internet. Hopefully all the websites that we normally use are, like, safe and secure. Mr. President, they hit the fucking server. No! No! 4chan sites started in Japan in the late 90s. Well, yeah, image boards were originally like a Japanese website structure. I'm sure something sinister and weird will come from this. Almost definitely. Almost definitely. But yeah, I guess we'll keep an eye on the drama, I suppose. It's on the internet that we all use, so good to be aware of. The 11 herbs and spices are salt, thyme, basil, oregano, celery, salt, black pepper, dried mustard, paprika, garlic salt, ground ginger, and white pepper. Dave, that's secret. You can't say that. Was that in the leak? No way. You guys looked it up? You guys looked it up? Thanks, Dave. Alright, let's get back to game. No more gossip, it's gaming time. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use cum. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Cum, wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. Dare I say the biggest? I will leave my mark on the world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea, to add additional ingredient, to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think the Colonel is into? Do you think he's into... I feel like he'd be into modest but thoughtful, personally. He would not want me to neg him, I think. I think he wouldn't like that. I'll be modest. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate that compliment, Giwi. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. The flavors were complex. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all of the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. I'm so sorry, Miriam, but you're gonna have to get fucked, because I'm trying to get fucked, okay? My bad. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Meow. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner? Dude, I'm so needy. Dude, this is crazy. Sorry, Miriam. Get fucked. Miriam, you would be my first choice, but this is a Colonel Sanders dating sim. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm not a girl's girl in this playthrough. I'm not allowed to be. Don't worry, Miriam. I got you. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Miriam's a little cutie, but it's called I Love You, Colonel Sanders, okay? It's not called I Love You, Miriam. Sick and twisted. Sure, Giwi. I'll prepare a station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. No! I'm so sorry, Miriam. For the record, I didn't choose anything. The game chose for me. I didn't choose the Colonel, even though I would have, but I didn't. The game did that. Hello, new partner, says Pop. Clank says, beep boop, bzz. Miriam says, oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Didn't Miriam say that she liked Pop? She thought Pop was cute. She said she liked Pop. Personally, my choice is Clank. I think that Clank is cuter, but she said she liked Pop, so I'm picking Pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Oh no, Clank is crying! This is sad. Clank goes, "Brrr." Pop gives a big smile as he steps to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef! He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. She said she thought it was cute, dude. I was trying to help her. I wasn't trying. Dude, I look like the most toxic friend. I look like a pick-me. I'm throwing her to the wayside to go after the Colonel, and I'm pairing her with this bitch. I actually feel like a monster. I'm the villain of this story. I'm so sorry. I thought she thought he was cute. The fryer is literally hot. Yeah, I would have chosen the fryer, personally, but whatever. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish, and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Or to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook. He would not like that. Using octopus will blow the Colonel Sanders' mind. No, your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. He's gonna go bananas. Giwi's a bad best friend, confirmed. No! It's just in the dating sim. And listen, I don't think that is there a route to romance your bestie? I don't think so. This is a Colonel Sanders dating sim. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could, tucks hair behind ear, we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Do not cook grandmother, it's too late. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Ah. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? But back off, Ashley. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off of my man. Ashley, look in the mirror. Did someone call for me? Oh, Van Van. Ugh, no, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Giwi's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Wait, he's good at classwork? His name is Van Van, but it does sound like Ban Ban, it's true. Dude, the music's going crazy right now. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van, are you working in a quartet instead of are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no, it looked like Giwi was struggling, so he offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Sorry, I need a drink after that one. I keep thinking my phone's going, but it's just this game. I know, it's going crazy. She's got mashed potatoes on her leg. No, that's chicken drumsticks. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for the Colonel, and if you don't watch out... Oh, Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie, who's always has your back. Colonel, you're gonna have to do this for me. I did not see Chicken Jockey in the chat. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Dude, fuck you, the Colonel. Partners were chosen at the beginning of the... Oh, no, I said that. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? Return to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Giwi as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Okay, I'll take it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Giwi's natural talent or their loyalty. Okay, hell yeah. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sparkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps that you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Colonel Sanders says, I know what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know that she's plotting against you to be with the Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Well, she is an attractive lady. Food fight. Van, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van takes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by the revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Wow, it's like looking in a mirror. Hold on right there, Giwi. We do not waste food at the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. No! If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes face? Asks Pop. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a beautiful axe blade and forged by my supreme chef ancestors. This is Food Wars. This is just Food Wars, guys. This is literally Food Wars, right? Meow. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and will all look on my envy. Wait, I think I read that wrong, but it's fine. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite off of his signature dish right off the plate. Sprinkles says, "No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think that octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic." Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh my god, he turned into a ghost? Everyone step back and don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle has been slurped up into Pop's mouth. Oh my god, everyone's gonna fucking die. This drama's crazy. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then it's almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious dangers, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Yay! Okay, that's good. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money, says Sprinkles. Ghost of student. Hello! I just turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're taken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Oh my god, we're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. He's gonna give us the secret ingredient. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. It does not seem spooky at all, I'll be so real. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Dude, love does go through the stomach, real shit. Dude, he wants it. He wants my mashed potatoes and gravy, okay? Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously something important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Giwi? There's something I need to tell you. Oh my god, ad break? This sucks. This sucks for people that aren't subscribed. Anyways, Van Van, hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Get out of my way, Van Van. Stop cock blocking me. Get out of here. Scram. Van Van is the ad break. Real shit. Real shit. I thought he died. Yeah, me too. I think he just got ill. Oh, geez, Van Van. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world that the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, wait, is there something between Van Van and the Colonel, maybe? I don't know. Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. I'm the hero. Who the fuck is that? The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero, says the Spork Monster. Okay, this is a little random. This is a little wacky and zany and a little quirky. The Spork Monster is here, guys. Van Van says, I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. Colonel Sanders, how dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. This is epic. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? I will attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack do you use? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real. The attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. It seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Okay, sorry, I was just trying something out. Spork Monster uses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I will attack. You decide to go on the attack. What attack will you lose? I'm gonna use. I'll Cook with Love. The Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. They use you tensile, and you take 2 damage. Shit. You take 1 more damage. You're not going to survive the battle. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna Cook with Love. Please, I don't want to die in front of the Colonel. Spork Monster is oozing with cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Colonel Sanders steps in. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot pie power pinch. Okay. Alright. Hot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him. Spare this wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast. And don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it is so much more. Giwi on the pacifist route? That doesn't sound like Giwi. I just felt bad for him! That's not pacifist. I kicked his ass first. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover to find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of he's in our room, chat. He's in our room. We're about to get the secret recipe. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Okay, we're not... Okay. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. Wow, look at all of them ride by on chicken. Okay, and then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you about outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Wait, what is this? Okay, I'm going to... load? How do I save? I think we're gonna end there, because it's 3 a.m. and I need to wake up for work tomorrow. Load? Wait, okay, we made it to the 6th bite. We're like less than halfway through the game. I think we're, okay. Settings? Right? I think we're good. I think it auto-saves. I think it auto-saves. Okay, because we have load. We can load up to the 5th byte. Resume. I think we're actually good. The story progression kind of looks like Giwi's tummy. Real shit, it kind of does. I hope we all share a dream about the Colonel. Me too, dude. Me too. Alright, I'm gonna end for now because I am too sleepy and we're not even halfway through the game. But I will be back tomorrow at a late night stream, similar to this time. Obviously not 3 a.m. But I will be starting at around 7 or 8 p.m. PST.
The next day.
It's time to Colonel the chicken. Let's go. Load game. The 5th byte. Okay. And we're starting. Yep. 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 It's time. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Should I move this down a little bit? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hello? Are we gonna... There. Hold on, I'm just trying to make it fit my fucking screen. Whatever. Who gives a shit? It's fine. Hello, Giwi and y'all. Where's my KFC? It's right here! It's literally, it's right here. It's right here. Okay. This will have to do. I'm trying not to take up too much of the screen, but it's tough. Alright. Maybe if I move this up a little bit, it'll be easier to see stuff. Like that? Whatever. It'll do. Can we stop by for the sauce on the way back from KFC? Maybe. Maybe. I just got a Wendy's baked potato. Did you actually, Rickles? Wait, Rickles, real? Rickles, real? You got one? Can we get a Wendy's baked potato redeem, please? Alright, Giwi, I'm gonna go pass out, but I'll be here for the next stream, hopefully. Good night. Good night, Giwiener6. That's right! Look, Rickles, does it look like this? Does it look like that? Cane's is the best. Okay, but they don't have a baked potato. I got one last weekend. I think that... I don't want to sound conceited, but I do feel like there's got to be a very small uptick in Wendy baked potatoes orders. At least, like... just like a tiny fraction more people are ordering them now. Like the smallest percentage. If one of you ordered a Wendy's baked potato that wouldn't have before, then I've done my job. I got cheese on mine too. Let's go. I don't really like them with cheese, but I understand and I respect it. I never lie. Well, Rickles, I don't know if we can confirm that. I had baked potato today, not from Wendy's though, homemade. Honestly, it's probably better. I mean, it's hard to fuck up a potato, but I think Wendy's makes theirs in the microwave, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've actually never made a baked potato in the microwave, but I would eat one. I'm pretty sure that's where Wendy's puts theirs. I'm just glad that I was wrong about Canada not having them. I'm happy for you. I'll get a Wendy's baked potato the next time I'm there. I've got to go to bed. See you next stream. Good night, Neko. I miss when Wendy's did a broccoli cheddar baked potato. I think they don't do broccoli. They definitely still, you could get cheese on it though. Giwi, how do you feel about perfectly legally obtaining copies of Nintendo games? I feel really good about it, especially if you're playing them legally on your computer, but you already own a copy, but you're playing them for perfectly legally. I think that's fine. I'm actually a big fan of that. Legally speaking. Giwi, you can smoke twice as much now? Yeah. Yeah, I can. I can do that. Alright, back to the game. And then there was that secret ingredient that the Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's possibly just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of school. Is this too loud? Is this like a good... How loud is this in your ears, chat? The music? How does it sound? Volume is good? It's fine? Okay. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with a spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Miriam. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Pop. Girl, come on, have some self-respect. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. See, I knew it. I knew she had it. She was all about Pop. I knew it. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? There's someone's question answered. Was he in the army? Yeah, he was 3 years old. Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on. He put a hat on one time, and they thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it would be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy of Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Dude, she doesn't fucking believe me. She doesn't fucking believe me. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. She totally doesn't believe that. She doesn't believe that I could get him. She doesn't think I could get Colonel Sanders. I wouldn't believe you either? What? Okay. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from some super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Is this weed? Is she talking about weed? Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I ever tasted, guys. I think you're being very literal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Wait, okay. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean so much to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Bro drugs women? Yeah, I think she's talking about a drug dealer that she, has on speed dial. The girl got drugged in Europe. Save her. Well, she met a drug dealer. And I think she cooked meth. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I'm not fucking telling her shit. Get your own man and secret ingredient. Make up a fake ingredient. I'm lying to Miriam. She can't be trusted. She's stupid. With love. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Dude, I'm a terrible fucking friend. I am throwing her under the bus at every turn of this story. I'm so sorry. The things we do for male attention, am I right? Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Just girly things. Tell me about it. She's totally gonna take some poor Newt's eyeballs now, and that's the price we have to pay. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you are interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. Wow. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! Oh my god, the horse is crazy. This is such a romantic game, chat. This is so romantic. On a horse! To school! Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Run to him. I'm running to him. I'm running to the Colonel. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and the Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. I'm gonna spook his horse. Surely, he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. Sorry, I meant to say, oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movements surprise the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew I was gonna spook the horse. I knew it. Dating the Colonel, are we? Indeed, Nacho. Indeed. Wait a second. Nacho who? Well, you've come to the right stream. Horse blocked. Yeah, I knew it. I knew the horse was gonna fucking get all scared because I ran at it. God damn it. I fucked it up. The force of blow completely knocks you out cold. In darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Giwi, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. Ghost of student. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. So you know it's serious. I've been trapped in the realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. Napstablook, maybe. Giwi, how does it feel to get cock-blocked by a horse? You know what? It feels fucking bad, if I'm being honest. And that name is... But before he can continue, you're suddenly awake. Aw, jeez. Sorry, I meant, aw, jeez. I didn't do the ghost voice, my bad. Is he fucking Beetlejuice? Clearly. Clearly. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. Yes! He roused you back to life with a satchel of his secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Lean in for a kiss. I'll say the shoes are good. Can you imagine you wake up from being knocked out by a horse and you're like, oh hey, I just woke up. That's me leaning in for the kiss, by the way, if you can't tell. Okay. Okay. I had to, like, move my windows around to pull that gag, so give me a second. Alright. Much obliged. Horrifying. Okay, be nice. Alright, be nice. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who is in the wrong here. I agree. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I don't like that either. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. Oh my god, he loved that. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates the good craftsmanship anymore. Okay, we're in. Oh no, a horse girl. True. What a horse girl thing to say. And with that, the Colonel Sanders disappears into school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van. They're doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Ashley, why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? That's good. That's good. Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them and really try to get a closer look. I'm gonna tell them to stop being immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Dude, these guys are evil. These guys are evil. Why do they look like siblings, though? They both have purple hair and red eyes. They kind of remind me of someone. I don't know. You finally get a look at what it is that they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they are tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Okay, well, that sounds awesome. Would not be mad at being in that position, personally speaking, but... We're playing, hee hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Clank says, womp womp. Van Van says, no, your mother was a stand mixer. Clank says, bzz. Bro's being racist. I agree. This is inappropriate conduct in class. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Get away from my man, bitch. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't, honestly. What do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Dude, the Colonel's like kind of a dick. I don't know. The spelling is bonkers. Ashley. Okay, well that's because she's making up letters so she seems special, but she's not. She's not. Yeah, fuck Clank. What? Be nice to Clank. What did he do? I like Clank. Clank is not. I like him. Okay. Ashley, maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Okay, I don't think it's appropriate for a teacher to do that. Down, boy! Down! What? Auftoppen! That command, shouted by the Colonel Sanders, has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Dude. Imagine trying to attack a machine with your bare hands and just thinking that would work. Yeah, you have to unplug it first. Sorry, I got a little carried away, says Sprinkles. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Sprinkles. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. And you miss the most important parts. Dude, look at that big hunk of deep fried chicken. Wow. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Did Sprinkles just call John Hancock a chicken? I mean, read his name and think about it. Well, Giwi, naturally this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper, a glass of water, a dog biscuit. I guess I guess I'll have this shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever that you trip through the universe. Dude, I get knocked out by a horse and I eat a hallucinogenic pepper at KFC school. This is insane. My friend, ooh, this guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. This is the best school ever. I love KFC school. All you must do is... cough, cough. I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through... cough. To fulfill... cough. The prophecy. Dude, this poor guy. I'm starting to feel bad for him. I genuinely, like, what is up? Continues coughing. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. I'll tell them you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, says Van Van. Colonel Sanders says, good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Giwi. I'll be watching your performance. Dude, we have to deliver. He's watching. Oh my god, this game is so bad, yet so great. What do you mean bad? It's peak. Just as things reach the boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Then a huge red light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, this is crazy. Nah, this is the best game I've ever seen. You would say that, Nacho Colonel. Sprinkles howls. I stand corrected, says Giwi. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory. Ashley, like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Dude, her thighs are crazy. I will defeat you myself. Uh-oh. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Wait, we're doing potatoes again? Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? I don't know. 100 C, 100 Celsius. That's right. But how would you even gotten to the school without knowing that? Sprinkles. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. Uh-oh, guys. How many herbs and spices used? 11! 11! That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Okay. Do you know your Celsius? No, I don't. I'm still an American, guys. I was guessing. Tail wagging intensifies. Now you've got some basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft. Chat, I'm gonna need you to participate. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust, vigilance, gratitude. Trust. That's wrong. Fuck! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog? It's never wrong time for some dog jokes. Fuck! Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to handle that energy. A small town where big dreams were born, that's right. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. This is stressing me out. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Okay, we got another one. He howls. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence, sizzling, bubbling. It's silence? It's sizzling. That's wrong. Fuck! It was silence! You don't make me get the spray bottle. God damn it. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. Oh my God, he's never gonna want me after this. I believe in you, Giwi. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take? Fuck! Oh my God, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. And not the good way. Oh my God, this sucks. You were stranded on the desert island with only one... Wait, desert island. Desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which one do you take? What a hunk. Holy shit, he's busting out of his apron. Get your head in the game, Giwi. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry. Colonel Sandals... I didn't pick any! You're struggling to keep up. How am I can't even read them that fast. Oh my God, Ashley is gonna hand my ass to them on a platter. How am I can't read that fast. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Oh my God, clank goes zip. I know you love nothing more than seeing fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Giwi does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. Oh my God, he hates me. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand down into the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Giwi, no! Oh my God, my hand! No, it's gone! But you're not fast enough. Your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Are you serious? This is a nightmare. This is my nightmare. This literally so embarrassing. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. No! What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Giwi's injury. What is happening? You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared? Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. Fuck you, Ashley. I agree, Frog. Fuck you, Ashley. This is Food Wars. It literally is just Food Wars. It's just Food Wars. I was going to ask Giwi to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Fuck off, Ashley. Slut. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. This is Food Wars. What the fuck? Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel and Ashley. I will internalize it. Your rage burns so intensely in your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Okay. I guess the lesson is don't bottle up your feelings. Maybe. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Oh my god, this is a pathetic failure. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. This game is awesome, actually. Good job, KFC. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser! I'm not fit to fill your fryer! I'll never be a master chef. Colonel Sanders, failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? There's no way. There's no way he's fumbled before. That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've worked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Okay. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. That's okay. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. What? And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived. For a while, anyhow. This is crazy lore! Colonel Sanders is also a fellow gun owner? I guess, okay. Dude, he really is perfect. He's a perfect man. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've never got that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. The Colonel took a life? No, he said he was fine for a time. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. This is crazy. He killed Ronald McDonald, confirmed, but we don't know who he shot. Pop says, "Yay!" Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Borko? Spork monster. It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but oh my god, are we gonna be friends? I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Dude, he feels really bad. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way that I switched right into attack mode. Spork monster. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Okay, yeah, alright. A magic spellbook. Precisely. I had produced a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them, though. Through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Giwi. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Dude, what is all this yapping? Let's get to smooching. I'm sick of this shit. I'm saying this is moving too slow. Is there an H scene in this game or what? Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. It sounds like you're about to find out. Never mind, there's gonna be a scene. Stepping inside of Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Okay, like there's pictures of him as a baby, Colonel, a camel, him and some other guy, a big chicken statue. Look at that view. Hey Giwi, loving the stream so far. Welcome in Felix Sutter, hello. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. I hope you like Colonel Sanders, because that's what we're having tonight. Who in that urn, though? I don't know. Is it his father? It looks, or perhaps, maybe it's the mule. Maybe it's his rival that he shot. It's his rival that he totally killed and shot. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy? Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? No, we're gonna tell him. We gotta tell him the secret. He told us his secret ingredient. We have to tell him ours, obviously. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with the Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Oh my god, are we gonna Lady and the Tramp it? Are we gonna Lady and the Tramp the coleslaw tonight? Colonel Sanders, do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire it tastes later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? He's in love. Dude, he wants my coleslaw for later, okay? He's in. We got him. Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. No! Hold on one second. I need a sip of water. No! We can't snoop. He's gonna catch us. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay, we're going right to the urn. We're going right to the urn. You take a... Wait. What are you doing? We girl failing upwards on this one? Listen, that's just life, baby. Hold on. Snooping never ends. Do you think we're gonna get in trouble? Don't drop the urn. Oh my god, can you imagine? You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Tap on an item to learn more about the Colonel. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? It must have been important to the Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note attached to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Okay. This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to the Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside of it, you find a single note. Dude, no, we can't do this. Can chicken be prepared? What's that say? Sashimi style? No, the Colonel. No. No, it cannot. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face into the logo of a company they founded, am I right? Okay, what's this candle? Scented candle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool. Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? 69? No. It's one of the secret ingredients. It's... Come. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except for he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? This is more stressful than any horror game I've ever played. I'm terrified that he's gonna come back and get mad at you. Dude, me too, Finn. I was afraid he was gonna catch me going in the safe. I didn't even know that was a safe. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold a fried chicken drumstick and appears to be cheersing them. I don't see that. That's not what this picture is. You look closely to see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Did he fucking shoot Pete? Hi the fuck, what's up? I come back and the whole room is ransacked. He comes back and the whole room is ransacked. Dude, I'm gonna get yelled at by the Colonel. I know it. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then a ghost of a student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Tap on an item to discover more. Okay, what's this? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Tap on an item to discover. Okay, the door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Dude, he's gonna see me in this, he's gonna go in for the kiss right away. The jacket is a bit big on you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. Oh. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. We're in. We're in. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is the moment to make a big move. You tell him that you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. We gotta tell him the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Giwi? I honestly think this may be this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. No! No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't take... What? Oh my god. Are you serious? I should have made the move. I should have pounced. I should have pounced. You talk late into the night and drift off into slumber. God damn it. I couldn't seal the deal, chat. I couldn't do it. I fumbled. I fumbled. Dream sequence. Oh wow. Oh wow. Look at them go. Oh wow. Is this to heal the heart before the horror? Perhaps. Perhaps. I can't believe I fumbled. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Okay, I slept over at his house. That counts. I'm gonna tell all my friends that we boned. I'm gonna tell I was like, yeah, pulled an all-nighter at the Colonel's house. I'm just not gonna elaborate. I'll let them come to their own conclusions. Ashley, get fucked. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. We're only on day 2. We have a full other day, okay? Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, blank. What is it, chat? What's the new secret ingredient? In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Worms? It's cocaine. Eye of Newt. He let me butter his biscuits? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I buttered those biscuits. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. That does look pretty. You know what? That looks pretty good. Fried chicken for breakfast is kind of crazy, though. It's not. It's a little high calorie. It's a little high in saturated fats, but you know, you got a strong breakfast to get through the day. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Okay, buddy. Take him down a peg, flatter him. We're flattering him. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Guys, what do? Do we I don't think we neg him. I think we have to flatter. I think we flatter. Look at him. He loves to be flattered. Tenderize him, flatter him, peg him. We're gonna butter his biscuits, chat. We're gonna butter his biscuit. Ochi, are you being banished?
No, he woke up.
Oh, I see. I thought Ochi was being banished. We'll flatter. You know, I think we might be a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out of the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You got business partner zoned? Dude. No, I can work with that. I can work with that. Business partner zone. But his last business partner died in a gunfight. Okay. And? Okay, and? I can handle it. He might shoot you. He would never. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Miriam. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something bad happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now it turns out you're fine. I finally get to get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. See, she's having her own dating sim. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing that people just say? What is that even referring to? That is a good question. I have no idea. College, how old is Pop? College age? Yeah, he just looks like that. He just looks like that. And now, I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Dude, I'm selfish as fuck. I'm like, shut up, bitch. I'm gonna tell you about how I almost boned the Colonel. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Dude. You know what? This game kind of has my personality down. I said I was gonna brag to her instantly, and it worked. That's exactly what they wrote. That's crazy. Wowzer is true, streaming Hanako. Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Dude, we love wowzers. Who put that in here? Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Bitch, fuck you. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, then you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. What? We're friend breaking up? Dude, this is so fucked up. Dude, she fucking hates me. Did we just friend break up, or like we're just walking to school separate? I don't know. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from the distance that they are picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Haha. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own? Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in the school. Ashley. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Giwi, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Giwi, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Ashley, are you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Colonel Sanders, technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. He's an empath. Oh my god, he's literally so empathic. What is he doing complimenting her? Ashley. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Colonel Sanders, it was clear that you are passionate about how your food is received. Ooh, burn. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Colonel Sanders, excuse me, Giwi, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Dude, when will Giwi get that he does not want to be spoken for? Why do I keep butting in like this? I'm making myself look like a fool, like an asshole. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Giwi. God damn it. This sucks. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. Dude, he's a two-timer, bro. Hi, Giwi. Hi, chat. What's up, Bobby? We're dating Colonel Sanders. Do you like KFC? In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. I like fried chicken, yeah. Well, then you're in luck. You're in the right stream. Spellbook, what did I miss? Just KFC things. Whoa, that's the book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of Grimsmore, but I don't really believe in magic stuff. Grimoire. I can't read. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered in arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that it says it will. Wait, I could use this spell here that says it could erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Dude, what are you talking about, bitch? What are you talking about? You're out of control. Dude, she's down bad. She's down bad. Why would you do that? I don't know. I don't know. It's like she doesn't want a big bite of that drumstick. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Dude, why? Cast the forbidden spell? Don't do it at all? Guys, do we cast the spell or do we not cast? Why would I erase my memories of my Colonel? My Colonel. Should I do it? Don't cast the spell. Don't do it. Go big or go home. What does that even mean? No? We'll do a poll. Cast the spell? No. Yes, do it. Okay. We could win his heart, but we won't even remember him. What if the Colonel gets clingy? That's not a problem for me. That's not a problem for me. What do you mean, what if he gets clingy? Come on. Come on now. What do you mean, what if he gets clingy? Why would you want to forget that hunk of a man? That's fair. Guys, we have to vote in the poll. We have to vote in the poll. Do we cast the spell of forgetting the Colonel forever, but maybe we'll do better on the test? Or do we keep our memories of our beloved Colonel, but potentially flub it? That's what I want to know. Why are we using the spell on ourselves? Well, because we keep getting distracted by how hot and sexy the Colonel is during the competitions, and then we can't focus, and then we fail. Why not just murder Ashley? That's what I'm saying. Why don't we just erase Ashley's memory of everything? You know? Why don't we just do that? Maybe if we forget the Colonel, he'll get jealous and give us more attention. That's good thinking, Ivory. Good thinking. Toxic. I like it. I like it. It's wizard time. Why not just date Ashley too? Well, because Ashley's a huge bitch, but that is my type. So... But I'd rather have one or the other. I don't want them both. If they would let me date Ashley, I would. But unfortunately, that's not what this game is for. This isn't like date your rival while the Colonel Sanders stands in the background. But, you know, if it were, I would consider it. If it were, I would do it. There are way too many downsides to memory magic. Okay, fine. Well, it's looking like we're not going to cast the spell, but we're going to flub our competition, and the Colonel is not going to be attracted to us anymore, so don't do it after all. Alright, we're not doing it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose crunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework and give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. We'll wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched. I know, Beppo. I know. Perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you to never come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Dude, he hates that fucking squirrel. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Fuck Terrence. I agree, Popcorn. Fuck Terrence. You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied with that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but by every other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for that outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Giwi, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. What the fuck? What's happening? I told you to save it for after class. Pop, but I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. And how can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again, dude. That's a really cute thing to say, Miriam. What happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. Miriam. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Giwi. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Miriam. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. Holy shit, the hot and cold with this bitch. I don't know. First she likes him, then she hates him. Now she likes him, then she hates him again. I don't know. Did she get in trouble for dating a minor? Dude, he's in cooking college or whatever. He's not. He just looks like that. There's a dog here, guys. There's a dog teacher. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. It's like some sort of jelly pretzel cupcake situation. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. This kid ain't cooking shit. Yeah, what the fuck? How did he get into this cooking school? Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. The test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Not even fried, it's boiled, fucked up and gross. At least the egg looks palatable, speak for yourself. But in this economy, I'd still eat it. But before you can think of your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Me pretending to be a good friend. Okay! I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rustling through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. I was actually planning on it, yeah. If I'm presented with the opportunity, Miriam, I am gonna do that. Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of. But I'm sure that there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. Okay, well, at least that's honest. I'm gonna be doing that, though. I will be doing that. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest, you know? Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna go make a special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea on how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. Oh my god, look at that marketable plush rotate. Sorry, I got distracted. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Giwi's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Giwi, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Why am I lying about it? I just say I'm fucking practicing. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking or something. Cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let the Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it. Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. Of course I have to be honest with the Colonel, guys. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know, it was a pot pie, you knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. It's with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. Yeah? He didn't say that. I did. I did that. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. He's got Kentucky Fried Riz. Real shit. TLC is tender loving care. Guys, TLC means tender loving care. It means tender hot chicken. Tender hot chicken. The moment of truth. Colonel Sanders. Wow, okay, that looks good as fuck, though. I love chicken pot pie. That shit looks good. That looks delectable as fuck. I would eat that. Wow. That's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. Holy shit. I got some country cooking for you right here. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Giwi cooked. Real shit. I did. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. Sprinkles. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. Holy shit. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You've decided that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes as per usual over the top. They're over the top selves. Dude, this is literally the fucking plot of Food Wars, where it's like he like cooks like down home diner style good ass food, and like his rival cooks like super fancy Michelin star gastro fucking micro gastronomy shit. This is the same plot. I'm not complaining. It's a good plot. This is how you do food anime competition. No rules. 500 grams of MSG. Oh, I would win. Oh, I would win instantly. That much MSG, I would win. Miriam, has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are fried chicken, The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out, ready to cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Hi Adriana, what's up? We're dating Colonel Sanders? Yes, we are. We're at the final competition of day 3 of cooking school, and we're trying to win Colonel Sanders' heart. But we've been business partner zoned, so I don't know if we're gonna get a taste of his deep fried chicken and 11 secret herbs and spices or not. We will win. I think that we can, Adriana. I really do think so. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Dude, he's literally so sexy. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Dude, she looks like me. I feel bad about this. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Dude, he's logging in. Leave him alone. It's the singularity, as was foretold, says Ashley. Van, we mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Clank, self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. Wow. That's murder. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? She's cheating. Ooh, she's cheating. She is. We don't need to cast it. We're gonna do it the hard way. We are all about down home country cooking. All right? That's what the Colonel would want. He doesn't believe in shortcuts, chat. And neither do I. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Giwi, I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Holy shit, that's crazy. Hi Giwi, discovered you through your YouTube video where you collabed with your dad, and then followed you here. Yo, welcome in. Hello, Cyber Goji. I'm glad you liked the video. Right now we're dating Colonel Sanders, though. Welcome in. Oh fuck, is he gonna get in our head again? I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can focus with him waking all sexy like that. He believes in us, chat. I think he does, but that might be the problem. Look at all those fruits and veggies back there. This is a beautiful kitchen. This is a beautiful KFC kitchen. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Giwi, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, then who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Let's freaking go. She has my back, even though I did not have hers. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Dude, bitch, get the fuck out of here. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied about the secret ingredient, that it was made up. And, oh, I fucked myself. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Bitch! Oh my god, it's the cocaine. It's the cocaine. It's the cocaine from the dealer. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Not another one. Steve. What happened to Borko? So true, Beppo. You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Okay. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love that stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Yeah, well, yeah. Chill. Let's chill. We'll chill with Steve. We love Steve. I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got a grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha, well, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef. Actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Dude, stop distracting me. I'm trying to fucking impress the Colonel. Get out of here. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school when I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Dude, Steve a yapper. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Steve is a nice guy, though. No, don't be mean to Steve. I think he's a nice guy. He's missing the social cues. He got that one, though. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Fuck! You summon extra power from deep down within yourself. Give up and drop out of culinary school. We'll summon. We love Autistic Steve. We really do. I appreciate him. We're not giving up, guys. Go Super Saiyan. I'll try. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turned... Wait. Okay. How did you know I was about to go Super Saiyan? Have you played this game before? Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. How did you know that was about to happen? My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Ghost of Student. Yes, Giwi, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. This is so random. There's so many sporks. I didn't know what the fuck. Well, you predicted it, silly little guy. You predicted it. I'm the chosen one. I just went back and she's Super Saiyan. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. This fucker. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that this power can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. What the fuck? But don't worry, dear Giwi. You may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. Colonel Sanders. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. Holy shit. I'm here to help. No way. Is that allowed? All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Colonel Sanders, following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. This is crazy. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Oh my god, not an ad break. Oh shit. Oh man. Sprinkles. Time's up, okay, fine, I'll wait for the ads. I'll wait for the ads. She's stopping. I'll wait for the ads. You don't want to miss the end of Colonel Sanders. A finger-licking good. I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger-licking good dating sim. Do you? Thank you, Giwi. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll have a sip break in the meantime. I'll have some of my iced tea. Colonel Sandler. God damn it, ads. I need my colonel. Well, it's my colonel, actually. Okay? It's not your name in the game, it's mine. Giwi, can I shoot the judges so you win? That's such a beautiful thing to offer, thank you. Quick, somebody pink drink her, so I can't afford it. Sounds like a you problem. Sounds like a you problem. You know, this is a weird coincidence. My dinner was fried chicken and mac and cheese. No way. You're so lucky. You actually got to eat what they're cooking in this game. Huge. Okay, we're gonna continue. Are the ads over, guys? Okay. Not after I waited for you, chat. I waited patiently, and the thanks I get is pink drink. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? The audacity. The audacity. The fucking disrespect. I'm sick to death of it. I'm sick to death of it. I'm at a loss for words. After everything I've done for you, chat, everything I've done. Well, I do like the Wendy's baked potato though. That's nice. That's good. Haha, get pink drinked. Okay, well next time maybe I won't wait. Next time maybe I won't wait. How about that? You shot us, and you should say thank you. All right, let's continue with this. Sprinkles. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the movement everyone has been waiting for. The moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. Yeah. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Haha, I'm flying, says Pop. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Pop, I thought a wedgie was a salad. Sprinkles, it looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Pop, I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sprinkles, sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say. It's not the worst prank at UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other automatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Sprinkles. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Sprinkles. Now describe your dish. Miriam. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Oh my god, it's so tiny. That actually looks fucking good. That looks yummy. That's adorable. Okay, that's so cute. It's so little. It is. This would go viral. Dude, a dog, a corgi eating the tiniest bowl of udon soup in the world. Food for hamster for real. What's food for a dog? My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pinked dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Giwi, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an X-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. This dude is pretentious. This fucker is pretentious. This is just like Food Wars. I must go to bed now, Giwi. It's 3 a.m. Good night, silly little guy. Okay, wait, that looks good. Yeah, but it's okay, but is it finger licking good though? Can I shoot Sprinkles? Absolutely not. He's a fucking dog, you sick fuck. Did you skewer that type of urchin with spines? Wait, did you skewer that one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all of the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. This poor dog. Woof, woof, says Sprinkles. Van, please be gentle with my cuisine. Sprinkles, grrr. Uni is so fucking good. I've actually never had uni, but I think I would hate it because it's seafood, and I hate seafood. But it's at all the fancy restaurants, I know. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's not pretentious. He's saying the pretentious food is bad. What are you talking about? Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all of the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Poor Sprinkles. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. No! Sprinkles, I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Sprinkles, don't discount simplicity. Van, this isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. Sprinkles, I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. I wasn't gonna say anything. Next student, Ashley. Time to step up. Sprinkles, now describe your dish. Ashley, I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Okay, that looks pretty good. It sounds good. I would eat it. It sounds good. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Girl, don't eat the food at a cooking school. This bitch. The Colonel's not gonna like that. Got toast in your ears or something, Giwi? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Ashley, yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I just didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. She's so right, though. She's right. What a way to spell that name. No, it's because she's a pretentious bitch, Adriana. She added the letters so that she would look special. Sprinkles says nothing. Ashley, I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Ashley, this isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, stand up together. 2 chefs? Giwi, what began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else, says Colonel Sanders. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Dude, is this the guys, is this the famous bowl but with mac and cheese? Is this the famous bowl that I was talking about before? The famous bowl that we created here? I'm fucking hungry. I'm so sorry, guys. Dude, my arteries. Dude, it's a famous bowl, my favorite item on the KFC menu. Let's go. I love the fame. Me too, Adriana. Me too. Adriana, before I was gonna say before class, which just shows how like far gone I am. Before I started the game, I was talking about the famous bowl. And I was like, dude, this is the only good thing at KFC, and also the biscuit. Dude, the KFC, the famous bowl. I can't believe we created a masterpiece. He has to fall in love with me. Colonel Sanders has to fall in love with me. I agree. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. I can't believe we made a famous bowl. Dude, we're master chefs, dude. I'm a master chef. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Well, the famous bowl is mashed potatoes, but it would slap with mac and cheese. Beppo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Wow, a happy ending. Together, you and the Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. I cannot believe we made my exact KFC meal. It's crazy, Adriana. It's peak. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. This can't be happening. It's too good to be true. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they do better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students now return to one last assignment to get their groove on. It's time for the dance party experience. Giwi, you have to start adding mac and cheese to your famous bowls. I didn't know that was a thing, dude. I kind of like the gravy and mashed potatoes, though. Not that I've had one in like a long time, but the cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow wow aru. I'm not doing the voice on that one, chat. You knew that Sprinkles was Master Chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley. Oh my god, look at I love their outfits. I love the alt outfits. Look at Ashley looks so cute. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs that they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Yeah. Not another haunting! No ghosts allowed at this graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually Ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster! He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Oh my god, look at how cute she looks in her little normal outfit. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least that we could do for the school's dean. Oh, son of the dean, I see. I see. Oh, now I get it. A Nepo baby. Yeah, he's a Nepo baby. Never mind, Miriam, you should go for it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you be my Lady King? Asks Pop. What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. Dude, I don't know if Miriam's gonna fall for that shit, though. Giwi. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I would say that. Dude, how did they write me so well? How did they write me? I would say go for it. I would say that. He's a king. You can't say no to crowns and gowns. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch it accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie doke, says Pop. He took that very well. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Clank. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? This is crazy, guys. Who knew? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time, says Miriam. Clank. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Finally! I get some. Okay, let's go. Colonel. Oh my god, casual Colonel? Holy shit. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. Holy macaroni, that is a lot of man. This time, it's a full meal. Oh! Dude, that's our coleslaw. Chat, that's our coleslaw. Oh, the bucket of chicken. Holy shit. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and men by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. And the product placement. The end? No! No, it's not the end, thank God. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Giwi. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by 2 cunning chefs? Or was it something more? Colonel Sanders, I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Dude! Oh, he's sweating though. He's sweating though. Okay, okay. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. Will we get the chef's kiss? I really hope so, Adriana. That's what I've been angling for this whole game. May I have this Do-si-do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely buttered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. We're in. We're so in. We're so in. We're so in. And through our feet and though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, Wait, hold on. Will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying? Me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No. Even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. Dude, we're so in. I think we're marrying the Colonel, guys. So, what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. Wait, no kiss? Wait, no kiss? Hold on. No drumstick? What the fuck? It's over. Asaya production? Real shit. It really is. Because now everyone wants to go out and buy the famous bowl. Colonel Sanders! The rivals! Best friend! Holy shit, that chicken tender looks awesome. Dude, this game rules, actually. Where's the slutty ending? I just got here. This is the slutty ending. Dude, what the hell? This dating sim rules. What a great game. Dude, what was the 11th urban spice? Wow. What a wild ride. What a wild ride. What a great game. I love you, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator.